Happy Halloween, everyone! It is the spookiest day of the year, and today I'm here to bring you a spooky video. I ought to mention that I'll be using the featured Halloween rooms throughout this video, so if you're curious about any of them, the name should pop up on the screen about right here, and the links will be in the description. Now, I've been playing Rec Room since 2019, so you can imagine I've seen my fair share of spooky occurrences. But today, we're digging deep in the barrel-labeled gaming spheres and counting down the top 10 scariest things that I've ever seen in Rec Room. Number 10 is catch-outs. Catch-outs come in last because while they're shocking to receive, they're nothing more than a minor inconvenience. For all you non-ballers, a catch-out refers to when you catch a ball in dodgeball, indicated by the yellow catch text, and still get out. This can happen for various reasons and has been happening for as long as I've played dodgeball. It's just part of the game now because apparently Rec Room wants nothing to do with dodgeball. Number 9 is people who enjoy Rec Rally. Fortunately, those people are few and far between, so I don't really encounter them often, but when I do, it freaks me out a little bit. How are you gonna sit there and move your joystick left to right for 3 painstakingly long laps without wanting to throw your headset across the room? It takes a brave person to play this game, and a psychotic one to like it. This is at 9 because it doesn't necessarily scare me, it just makes me a bit queasy. Number 8 is encountering someone you've blocked. Imagine this. You're in a random public lobby enjoying some paintball or whatever, and out of nowhere an invisible outline of a player joins. The word blocked reads across next to their name. You've obviously blocked them at some point, but when? And why? All of your past arguments come flooding through your head. Is that a friend you had a falling out with? Some random that picked a fight and got your blood boiling? Do you even dare to unblock them and see what horror awaits you? Or do you switch rooms and pretend like it never happened? This exact situation happens rarely, but when it occurs, it activates some deep fear within my soul. I guess the only way it can get worse is if you do remember who they are. Me personally, I'm out of there. Number 7 is people who speak another language. Listen, I don't care what kind of language you speak, nobody should have a problem with that. But I can't help but get a feeling of unease every time I'm playing in a lobby exclusively with French or Spanish speakers. Thoughts of inadequacy and insecurity fill my brain. I'm like, are they talking about me? Was that laugh directed at something I did? They're probably talking about how stupid and terrible at the game I am and that I should just leave when really all they're talking about is what they had for dinner. I don't know if it's just me, but it makes me feel a certain way. Cheers. Should probably get off this table. Number 6 is tourneys. I remember my tourney days back when I was friends with people who actually made dodgeball tourneys and gave out large token prizes for winning. I was just starting to play, and as I got better, I decided to try some. When I tell you how stressed I got just waiting for these things to start, it was crazy. Even if I had won the game, I would just be shaking at the end of it out of fear I would lose and be humiliated by everyone watching. It was like 3 people. Honestly, I don't even know why I kept doing them. This is also how I found out that this type of competition is not my thing. Who knows, maybe I'll get back into it, but probably not. Number 5 is sweats. Sometimes all you want to do is leisurely enjoy a game, but the second a sweat joins, and you can tell who they are by just how they look, that hope is gone. I'd say that a sweaty person has about a 70% chance of ruining your day with the way they play the game. Honestly, seems like they only see you as a number, yet it feels so personal at the same time. Sometimes they're chill and don't go too hard on you, but most of the time, you'll be wishing you did something else with your time. Number 4 is teenagers. Let me explain. As a fully grown adult, who does not sound like one, I'm very much often the target of these kids' rampages. I fully understand that they're just spouting nonsense and think it's funny to hurt others, but oh my gosh, man, they could say some hurtful stuff sometimes. All I gotta say is kids are cruel. This map is very nostalgic. Gives me the nostalgias. Number 3 is fear study. Now, if you don't know about this room, it is probably one of the scariest rooms I've ever played. Not because of the jump scares, but quite the opposite. I'm gonna be honest, this room does a fantastic job at filling your mind with unease. You could come into it with a very strong resistance to these sort of things and still experience some weird feelings. To be fair, Rec Room horror maps usually don't get me at all. I'm pretty immune to those types of jump scares. Rec Room maps, how real can they really get, you know? It doesn't feel real the whole time, so I never get scared by them. I think one of the key parts of this room is that it separates you from your group if you have one. So you have to experience the horror by yourself. This experience is truly one of a kind, and I definitely recommend trying it if you're looking for an actually scary horror room this Halloween. Link is in the description. It's dark in here, but it's okay, I got a light. Spooky story. Number 2 is token prices, specifically the TMNT token prices. I'm not diagnosed with a fear of big numbers or anything, but whenever I look at those TMNT cosmetic prices, I start to rethink that. I'm sorry, but the thought of me actually buying that many tokens and using them on one cosmetic I probably wouldn't even wear, that makes me dizzy just thinking about it. And finally, the scariest thing that I have ever encountered in Rec Room is e-daters. Now hang on, you're probably thinking that I put this at number 1 for reasons like, ew, gross, people dating online and stuff. No, it's entirely different. Listen, e-daters essentially combine most of my fears on this list into one. Think about it, if you've ever encountered a Rec Room couple in a competitive game, they usually have a pretty good skill set. Sweat? Check. Second, they almost always have their mic muted because they're in a Discord call. That's on par with number 7, gives me the same vibe. Check. Who usually plays Rec Room and who is most likely to e-date on there? Teenagers. Check. This also works because on the rare chance that they have their mic on, they'll act similar to the teenage bullies, so double check. If you're in dodgeball, what will they give you? Catch outs. Check. Do they like Rec Rally? Probably. Check. They also wear expensive stuff all the time. I can't do this. Anyway, before I have an anxiety attack, I better send you all off to the next YouTube video. So thank you so much for watching this one. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a wonderful Halloween. Comment down below what you were going as this Halloween, and make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Thank you so much to my members. These guys up on the screen here, we got Sleep Boy, Felix, Vamp, we got Ghost, Muffin, and Snowy. If you want to become a member, link is in the description below. Don't forget all the rooms that I checked out today. These rooms were amazing. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.